Further afield, the U.S. has announced that they will begin formal trade negotiations with Taiwan weeks after a controversial visit by U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Their discussion will include talks on trade facilitation, digital trade, and anti-corruption standards. The first round of talks are expected to begin in the fourth quarter of this year. Here are the details of this and others from across the world.
The U.S.-Taiwan Initiative on 21st Century Trade was first unveiled in June, with both sides now saying they had reached consensus on the negotiating mandates. Trade between the U.S. and Taiwan was worth nearly $106 billion in 2020. The announcement comes as China launched its largest ever military exercises around Taiwan after Pelosi's visit earlier in August. Under the One China policy, the U.S. recognizes and has formal ties with China rather than the island of Taiwan, but maintains a robust and official relationship with Taiwan, including continued arms sales to the island so that it can defend itself. China sees the self-governing island as its own renegade territory that must be united with the mainland. However, Taiwan is a self-ruled island that sees itself as distinct from the mainland. Meanwhile, the World Food Programme's top official in Afghanistan said that 18.9 million people, or nearly half the population, are facing food scarcity, and 6 million are just one step away from famine, making the war-torn country the world's new hunger hotspot after a year of Taliban control. The WFP representative and country director in Afghanistan said that many households have exhausted their mechanisms to feed themselves. Afghanistan's humanitarian crisis is being compounded by restrictions imposed by the Taliban on activities allowed to women and girls in the country. Finally, Australia's jobless rate dropped to a fresh 48-year low in July, even as employment broke a super strong run with the first fall this year, a mixed report that might hint at some cooling in the red-hot labour market. Figures from the Australian Bureau of Statistics showed the jobless rate dipped to 3.4% when analysts had looked for it to hold at 3.5%. That was the lowest rate since August 1974 and only added to evidence the labour market was drum tight. For Lunchtime News, I'm Serena Dekeremo.